Hello, and welcome to a random round of disc golf at Ellison Park in Rochester of myself. And I'm here commentating myself with Riley.
How's it going, YouTube?
Yeah, for all 5 of you that are watching it, look at me, majestic, great. So, it's pretty exciting here. First GnarPar production, look at me, making putts, slow motion. It's pretty awesome. It's a little bit of a tough course, just because of elevation. If it was flat, it really wouldn't be so bad. There it is, look at it. There's holes, 1 through 18. We're about to see 9 of them. Here we go, hole 1, 385, uphill, kind of sucks. If you got power, you go right between these 2 trees here. I try to go to the landing zone right to the left between those 3 trees. Even if you make it past these trees, you're still not close. Then you gotta throw an upshot, and if you're right-hand backhand, it's gonna fade down the hill and kind of suck, but it's the first hole, and it blows. I'm averaging 3.6 on this. I've never got a birdie. And generally, it's a horrible first hole. Not too bad.
Excellent shot, right where you wanted to be.
Yeah, that's that shot I've been trying to do. I abandoned the rip, just go to that nice little middle zone. I'm going with my brand new Pro Pig here. Fades out a lot, but I threw it kind of late. But luckily the fade on that put me in the circle. I'm like, oh, circle putt, I got this, you know. Been practicing my putting. Whew, deep breath. All right, first putt of the day. About to ring this bitch up, right? Not even close. All right. Well,
Just sails it, taps in for the bogey. But
yeah, I'm not surprised with the 4 there.
a bogey's not a bad score on that hole.
I really, though, when I get a 3 on the hole, it feels like a birdie. All right, here we go, hole 2. This is tough for a right-hand backhand. For a lefty like Riley, it's a little bit better. It hydrates into the hill. I usually aim for that big tree, throw it flat, rather turn it over than down the hill, because if it goes down that hill, it sucks. And there goes the camera. Had a pretty good throw. Pretty happy with that. And there you go. So we got our uphill putt. It's about as good a drive as I'll ever get in this hole. Yeah.
And it bounces off the basket twice. Even the great Paul Beth hasn't figured that move out yet.
It's just setting the pace for what today's going to be like. Look at me. Just deflating. Shaking my head. Wow. But I actually averaged 3.1 on that hole. I'll take it. At least mustache looks good. All right, hole 3, 292. Downhill. Kind of a tricky shot. You don't want to end to the right over there in those woods. It blows. You don't want to go to the left to hit those trees. You'll drop down. It's another sloped green. I just try to throw an Anheuser. Hope it'll fight back. It's the safest play I found for me here.
Well, it just fades out just a little bit early.
Yeah, I kind of underpowered it. And look at that, right under the bush. And have to straddle out. But hey, you know, my putting's been pretty good so far today. I mean, it's probably about 30, 75 feet, maybe. Slightly downhill.
Just airballs it right up over the top.
Get the comebacker. Take the par. Kind of is what it is. This hole kind of blows too. Straight uphill, really hard for a right-hand backhand player. I don't have the forehand power to get up. If you try to hug the line and go right into cattail corner, you're just fighting for a par. I just try to get up the hill, turn over my leopard 3, and anything that's up right in the middle there to the left of the trees, I'll take it, because I could work with that.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, cut and roll a little bit back, but as long as you're close to the top of the hill, you can see the basket. See, I am there. I'm actually going to go with my forehand here, which gave it a good run. For a second, I thought it was going in. Right now, I'm going, God damn, Dave, will you make a putt today?
Yes, he will.
Yeah, rang that one up. Felt good to finally get one. Maybe get some momentum going. But this is another kind of tough one. Straight downhill. If you throw anything, early, right-hand, backhand, you hit those trees, it's tough tough. If I throw forehand out of the power, so I end up going so far into the trees. I try to do the same thing, like a Anheuser, let it fight back so I don't overthrow it.
Fight back. Great throw.
Yeah, I'm really parked on that one. Easy putt. And just can't ring it up. Just the cage is just not cooperating today. Look at me. I'm like, God damn it. What's it take to get birdie out here? Whatever. You know, I average 3.0 on that, so I always par. This is a long one. 599 par 4. You want to just stay right along the fence line here, or the tree line. You don't want to flex it into the woods because that stinks. Anywhere around here is a great place to be. Goes down the hill. Staying along the woods here is where you want to be for a right-hand backhand. It's the widest gap, and then you could fade back to the basket and get a birdie if you're good, but, you know, I'm not good. And here we go. Too much Anheuser. I'm like, God damn it. But it kicked out the woods there.
It kicked out
really
the woods.
Lucked out.
Gotta
really
be pretty
out.
happy about that.
But I'm kind of cut off here. I'm going to try to throw a purpose little Anheuser here, and I just wasn't committed.
You could see the disappointment in your face.
No, especially with the downhill, it's going to go so far to the left. Kind of go for a jump putt there. Got me in this close. And there you go.
Another putt.
Made my par.
A par on that hole.
I've actually never birdied this hole once. Here we go. Hole 7, 215, straight tunnel shot. Deceivingly hard. You just want to get straight down the gut. I've tried all kinds of shots in here. Lately, I've been just going with the putter shot. Just rip it and just hope it doesn't hit a tree. The old spray and pray. Basket is kind of protected from the right side, so if anything, you want to end left. It's just you don't want to go too far left because then you don't really have much of a birdie putt. And that was just exactly what I'm looking for. It's a little Anheuser on that Rhino. There you go, just outside the circle. Yeah, I've been putting really good today, right? So I should ring this one up.
You can tell the confidence just was not there.
Look at it.
Got kind of lucky there. There's a big downhill right behind the basket.
Yeah, I was thinking that when I was putting, like, don't overdo it. So that's maybe why I ended up a little bit to the right. Here we go. Hole 8, 340, actually 357 according to U-Disc. Another tunnel shot, but this one's sloped left to right. So right-hand, backhand, fading through the trees to the left is a good place to be. Ending up to the right is not where you want to be. Kind of treacherous green. You don't want to overthrow it, or you could roll down there to the right side. There is a hornet's nest down there, too. That does not play OB. So I'm just trying to just get this T-bird to stay flat all the way through. And I don't know what just happened, but
it's coming out of it, and it looks pretty good.
And then a kind of a bad skip, but not terrible.
Maybe 70, 80 feet.
So I actually threw 2 here just so I can get the second angle. I had a great upshot. Nice tap in par. I'll definitely take that. With that bad throw, not hitting an early tree really saved me. Here's 9. 274 according to U-Disc. I averaged 3.1 on this hole. Get a lot of pars, but this is, I don't think I've ever birdied this one either. I like never hit the gap. There's definitely a better left-hand or forehand play. We're going to that gap just to the right of that big ivy tree. See that thumbs up? Know what that means? It means I'm not going to hit the gap.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that is not a great spot to be.
I knew that right out of the hand. I'm like, yeah, wow, wire trees. So you can't really see me down in the distance. You see my head popping up there. I just throw a pig forehand, just trying to fade around that big tree,
and you did it quite well.
Had a
got
good,
an unfortunate roll.
Good result, close enough. Look at me, I'm like, oh, God. And then I'm like, let me just showboat this whole 9, because I've been putting so well, you know. And it went in.
To go.
And there it is, +1 on the front 9 at Ellison. Look at me. Oh, wow, how was that? I made a putt. Good for me. Could have shot better. It's close to being good. 1 over on the front 9 is pretty good here. The back 9 is a lot more difficult. We will have back 9 coverage eventually. We played the back 9 this morning.
Oh, we played the back 9 already.
It's a tough one. But thanks for watching. That was Ellison Park in Rochester, the front 9. That was me playing okay, putting poorly. Let's see me rip that drive again. Yeah, that's good. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Or don't. Doesn't really matter. Look at it go.
Like and subscribe for that nice follow through.
Yeah. And we'll catch you on the back 9. This is GnarPar Productions.
GPP.
Yeah, you know me.